Since we're on the topic of comedy,
Yeah.
see the segue?
Yeah, I like it. Great
You've
job.
performed comedy with someone very well known.
You've done comedy before.
Performed comedy with So back in March, that's why I got the sunglasses on.
How many funnies have you made?
How many funnies?
How many jokes have you told?
How many jokes? That's a good ass question, dude. I've told a fuck ton of jokes, dude. Fuck ton of jokes. To carry the 4, okay, then you got an exponent and stuff like that.
You spend us. You spend us
over
right now.
10,000 hours. Yeah, I put my 10,000 hours in. So back to what you were saying. Back in March, I had the pleasure and the honor of opening for comedy legend and Eddie Griffin.
Ooh.
That shit was fucking cool. Yeah.
Everybody say, ooh.
Ooh. That was super amazing, mainly because of how it came together. Atu, who's on a past episode.
Oh,
Put together.
I remember him.
Yeah. White woman out here taking on the black men. Yes. He started an open mic with a guy named David Williams at the San Jose Improv, and it was a open mic / audition, but most people was treating it like an open mic. And so I went there and brought like my A game, and then because of that, I got booked in March, which most people.
All 50 of your jokes.
All 50 of my jokes, yeah. But it was super dope because, and also kind of like frustrating too initially, because I did the open mic in December.
Okay.
And I didn't get the show until March. So some people was going after me because they had like a monthly open mic, and some people was like performing before me. But I too and other people was reaching out and say, "Hey man, just be patient. It's not you, it's the agents. The agents control who decide to open." And then literally a week before Eddie came, there was a, "Hey man, call me as soon as you can." I was like at Cobb's. I was at another comedy venue. He was like, "Call me as soon as you can." I called him back. He was like, "Hey man, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm glad for you being patient. I'm glad you sticking with us, dude. I'm glad you didn't get frustrated and try to cuss us out." And I was like, "Nah, man, you told me just like be patient, stuff like that." So that's what I did.
They're like, "It's gonna be another 3 months."
I was worried too, because I'm like, "Why would call me right now?" He was like, "Hey, we sent your your video or like your clip to Eddie Griffin's folks."
Ooh.
They said,
Everybody say, ooh.
they said they like you. Would you like to open for Eddie Griffin next Friday? And it was a Friday night when he asked me this.
Yeah.
Like, usually they don't tell you like until a few days later. He's like, "You can't tell nobody though. You can't post about it. You can't say nothing until we confirm it."
Oh, really?
So I found out that Friday I couldn't post it until Monday. But I didn't even post it till Tuesday because I felt like I was bragging. Like I was still trying to be humble about it. And I was like, "Oh, okay, I'm open for Eddie Griffin this week." And everybody was like, "Oh shit, what the fuck? Like that's dope as shit." And I'm like, still like, I don't want to feel like I'm bragging and stuff, even though I'm like super excited at the same time. And then
he posted his grocery list. Things to do on Friday.
Yeah, I was supposed to
gotta go get some turkey.
Yeah.
Gotta get cheese. Open for Eddie Griffin. and oat milk.
yeah, exactly. I was posting hella other shit, hella different memes, wishing people happy birthday. And then I said, "Oh yeah, by the way,
You don't give a fuck about their birthday.
yeah." I was like, "By the way, I'll be open for Eddie Griffin this Friday." Everybody was like, "What? Congratulations!" So that was super dope. Not only that, when I got there, I thought I was gonna be like, because sometimes
You being fake happy for people. Oh, you're having a baby?
oh, with that dude who's been abusive and cheated on you like 5 or 6 different times, but
Congratulations.
congratulations, because the baby's gonna keep y'all together.
Send me your wish list.
You finally done wore him down.
You finally to tame that lion, huh? He was out there in these streets, but you finally brought him home. Yeah.
Then he'd type Eddie Griffin, and then he'd erase it all.
like this is not a good time to tell you that I'm opening for Eddie Griffin. I'll just like
You should name your baby Eddie.
exactly. I usually name Eddie. If you have twins, one should be named Eddie, the other one should be named Griffin. That is super dope. But then so when I got there,
It's like Biggie and Smalls.
it's like Biggie and Smalls. I got there, and then his people was super dope. He was hella chill, and he walked in, and he was like, he's, "Hey brother, I saw your tape." I was like, "Oh really?" Eddie said that. He was like, "You funny as shit, man." I was like, Eddie thinks I'm funny as shit. Like I've been watching this dude since like the '90s.
Kid.
Yeah, the Kid. Like Malcolm and Eddie, a bunch of his specials.
Undercover Brother.
Undercover Brother, one of my favorite movies.
The New Guy.
New guy. I watched that. I was watching hell of his movies leading up to like leading up to before one. I was like, dude, he was in this. He was exactly. Like fucking. It was super dope. And he was like, I was killing it. He said, you've been doing amazing this whole weekend.
Say it again. He said what?
He said I was killing it.
Ooh.
Not a fucking laugh track for you.
I feel like this is more. I feel like he's more like a teacher. Like he was like, okay, class, we're gonna say ooh.
No, that's dope as hell that he said you're funny, man. Like,
Yeah.
especially someone you watched since you were a kid.
Yeah, it was super dope. It was super amazing.
So what is an experience like that? What doors does that open for you now? Or what did you see happen?
Here come the serious
Did you
questions.
see it, or did it was it just one of those like, oh, it was a great opportunity, but it didn't really do nothing for.
So,
you know what I mean?
And then that was the two things that's a great question, Marcos, because that was the two things that I was thinking about.
Like, are you still like on a podcast that has no views or?
We got views. We got views. The voice part.
My mom watches, bitch.
Hey, yeah.
My dad watches.
No, so literally it was. I was looking at that thing like, okay, am I going to use this to catapult me, or I'm going to be like the dude like, oh, for Eddie Griffin, you can't treat me like this. You become that kind of superstar, which I didn't want to become.
Right.
You like
Your one claim to fame.
You my one claim to fame.
You go to the open mic and you're like, do you know who I am?
Yeah, you know who I open up for? I open up for
Let me
Eddie
go up
Griffin.
right now.
So literally,
Run the light.
Exactly. Literally because of that, people started reaching out more and more. There's Sam, you open for Eddie Griffin. Can we have you headline here? Can we have you do this here? And then started to try to use that to go to like other improvs, because a bunch of improvs across the country.
Well, because it builds your resume.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a really nice.
Yeah, and
And that's a really good look.
really good.
Yeah.
That's like up there with like, I mean, people may not think he is, but he's up there Chappelle level.
Yeah,
Like
absolutely.
filling up
He's a legend.
Yeah.
He's a legend. Yeah, legend in the game. Yeah.
Filling up theaters.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know he was doing improvs because he was doing big ass rooms.
Man, that man, he sold out 4 shows.
Yeah.
He sold out 4 shows that weekend. And it was super crazy. Like, people wanted to come. They was like, I want to come, but like it's sold out. I want to come, but it's sold out.
And he usually does theater, so I didn't know he was doing improvs again.
Yeah, he was doing improvs again. He loved it too. He was talking about how during the pandemic he did a lot of he was doing theaters initially because he could pack and sell out of theater, but then he had to go back to the comedy clubs. That was
You talked to him for a while?
Yeah, I talked to him for a good amount of time. We talked about a bunch of different stuff. He talked about marketing. He talked about using this opening as a way to kind of like spread, like kind of be here, all across the country, stuff like that. He's like, you should use this, use my name, and kind of stuff like that as a way to.
Different present.
Exactly.
Corde Snap
Hey man,
special.
that would have been amazing.
You should have got a video with him saying, "Check out his special." Like,
I could put that in the special, yeah.
I didn't want to, because people started asking me stuff like, hey, so you open with Eddie Griffin, like, hey, can you ask him, could he do this for me? Can you ask him to do this? I'm like, bro, I'm just trying to like
That's
open
so
for him and like not
cringy.
trying to, yeah. And I'm like, it was funny because afterwards I was like, I got his number to like possibly like if I'm ever in Vegas to hit him up or something like that. And then I had to go.
You have his number?
Yeah.
Don't
And then so I
don't say
asked.
that out loud.
Yeah. I had to ask. I was like, is it cool if I hit him up? He was like,
Just say his number real quick.
yeah. It was like, yeah, no, he really likes you. He's really feeling. So that was like dope. Like, cause sometimes
start sending him memes,
Yeah.
Right.
Sending them TikToks. Hey man, I think this is funny, Eddie. You like
and
this?
it's your own.
You're like, yeah. Hey, this is a good one. Hey, you see that dude right there? He's funny, yeah. He's funny as hell. Yeah.
You know what's funny to me when you do get to that point where you meet celebrities and stuff like that, or you get kind of cool with somebody with a bigger status, people are always like, dude, you should get your career up, like go ask him for this and that all the time. And you're like, bro, like this is like managers do this all the time, booking agents, like, and you're like, you guys know the game too. We got to make relationships.
Yeah, exactly.
Like if you start asking right away, I fucked up my opportunity.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then you got to make your relationship.
Yeah.
And then you have one chance.
Yeah.
And if he feels like you did all that just to get a favor, you're fucked.
Exactly.
You're starting from ground zero. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
That's the last thing you want to do too, is burn a bridge with someone that gave you their phone number.
Exactly. Yeah.
right.
And then just like, start, hey man, here's my album. Can you maybe just post about it?
No.
Well, you don't even know them that well.
You don't ask for a favor. You could be like, hey man, I want to give you a free copy of my. You know what I mean? Watch on the tour, but what? If you have time, whatever. But like asking somebody for a favor, like that's like something I'm doing. Is like on social media, I'm trying to like make these relationships with certain people.
Exactly.
But like
So someone told me it's not a problem.
People are trying. People, they know who they are. They know who they are. Yeah. They know when a musician follows an A&R guy on Instagram. I don't give a fuck about your Instagram. You know what I mean? Like they know why they're getting followed. Yeah. So build the relationship.
I just read that book that I told you guys about. Where the dude talked. One of the things I remember him saying in that book, being on tour, he's like, you know how many
musicians
cassettes I threw away?
Yeah.
Of people that here's this, because they get that shit all the time.
Yeah.
But someone did say, I don't think there's a problem. Like if you did have something to share with him. Yeah. If you were asking for feedback. Yeah. As opposed 100%. To plug my shit. Yeah. Like instead, like, hey, can you plug my shit?
I want to hear what you think.
Exactly.
And that honestly may be far more valuable than like letting that person play your stuff if it isn't quote unquote ready.
Right.
Like
if you want like a pointer is like, hey, what do you think about
exactly.
Yeah.
Well, people, that's why it's then valuable. Because somebody can go, your mix is off, or you sang off key in the third. Oh, okay, thank you very much, and then you know what you can.
Right. I mean, there's. Yeah, I was gonna say, especially if like things aren't ready. You know what I mean? Like if your art isn't ready, and then you're like, hey, share this shit. That's why 90% of like people in the professional level would just throw shit away because they know that these people are like. They're just throwing out anything.
Because especially if he liked you when he saw you on stage compared to like maybe some old clip, it's a whole different.
Exactly.
And that's what I heard about the clips of my stand up on Healthy Comedian compared to like someone who saw me on stage recently. They're like, oh damn, you sucked back then. I was like, just shut up.
Yeah. I mean, that's always the hardest thing too. Like when I'm trying to like post clips, because that's the newest thing the comedians do is post clips. So, like sometimes the sound isn't that good, or like I got the audience
Laugh
rolling,
tracks.
like right, I got the audience rolling, but you can't hear how loud the audience actually is, like to a joke. But then like how JD said, like laugh tracks, sometimes people turn the audio up on the like crowd to make it seem like this joke killed. But then if you listen to it, or like if you like know like you got like really good ear, or just why is their voice hella loud, or like their voice is like at this kind of tone, but then all of a sudden the laughs are like super how like even where it becomes distorted, and like the thing of like oh this is kind of like this kind of hurt my ears.
Because people doctor up their fucking clips. And then once you see them live, you're like, oh shit, he can't work every room.
Exactly. Yeah.
Can you believe the Voice Party has had merch this whole time and we neglected to tell anybody? T-shirts, hoodies, bath mats, wall clocks, throw pillows, even mini skirts. We will throw our logo on absolutely anything. Click the link in the description below and pick you up some Voice Party merch today.